You and I are both in a group chat dedicated to how hot this man is. And you once
Hottest
called
man
him...
I've ever seen in my life.
You once...
Sex on legs, baby.
Hallelujah. Would you leave your boyfriend if Jack Black declared his love for you?
Dakota, Elle, we brought you here today to take a lie detector test. One of you will be hooked up to the machine, while the other will ask the questions, and then you'll switch. This is Stephanie, our polygraph operator.
Hi, Stephanie.
Who wants to be in the hot seat first?
Well, Dakota was born first, so I think she should go first.
I'll go first. That's good. I'm happy to.
Okay. Yeah, you're not. She's been saying that she was going to beat the test all day, so. She said this her whole life, actually, that she's like, if I ever did a lie detector test, I could beat it, so we'll see.
Put this around your chest.
Sounds good.
Raise your arms up for me.
You are under arrest.
Ooh, we really strapped in there.
To begin, I'm going to ask you a few questions to calibrate the machine.
Okay.
Is your full name Hannah Dakota Fanning?
Yes.
Is the person sitting across from you your little sister?
Yes.
Are you about to take a polygraph test?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
I just started to get a little nervous, but I think I'm okay.
Stephanie? Are we calibrated?
The machine has been calibrated.
Okay, ready to go. All right. First question. Dakota, last year, well, you say this all the time, I can attest to, but you said that you think you're a better liar than me and can always tell when I'm not telling the truth. Do you still think that's the case?
Yes, I do.
That is the truth.
That is the... I knew it. Does being a good actress just mean you're a good liar?
No.
That is the truth.
When we were little, we would put on skits, including one where you pretended to give birth to me.
Correct.
Yep, I would come out of your back,
Correct.
crying like a baby.
Back, I mean.
Yeah, I would be under your back and then
You'd
I would
be
come
under the
through.
love sack.
Looking back, do you think our mom should have been more concerned by this behavior?
No, not at all. We were preparing for
Roles of a lifetime.
roles of a lifetime.
Yeah.
She's telling the truth.
Do you think we should reprise these roles someday?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not need to give birth to you, no.
Do you think this was the weirdest skit we did as kids?
No.
Is that true?
That is truthful.
I can think of a couple.
Me too.
Yeah. Not to be said.
No, I'm not saying those.
Do you identify with stereotypical older sister behavior?
Yes.
So, I agree.
I also agree.
So you would say you're naturally bossy?
Yes.
Yes.
Truth.
Truth. And I can attest, truth. Do you think our mom was more strict with you than she was with me?
Yes.
What is that?
That is also the truth.
It's your own truth.
Well, isn't that what this is?
Yes.
You know, this is
Yeah,
my truth.
It's about your...
Yeah.
Okay, so your character in Twilight, Jane, is a vampire who is able to create sensations of pain. Do you think that's an adequate metaphor for being an older sister?
No, I wasn't like that with you.
That is a lie.
We got her!
Elle
Yeah,
tormented
exactly.
me.
So, do you think you were a bully to me when we were kids?
Not at all. No.
Stephanie?
The machine is picking up some deception.
Okay. I was maybe a bully in like the mind game way.
Yeah,
but
manipulator.
You were physical.
Yes. Yeah,
pinching and like biting,
hitting.
And, yes.
Yeah, but you would mess with my mind.
But I would definitely mess with your mind.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you
say. I'm adopted, even though we literally look the same. So
yeah. Psychological bully, not a physical bully.
Okay,
That was the truth.
that's the truth. Be honest. Did you ever get sick of playing a kidnapped child when you were younger?
No.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive. So funny.
Some days you were over it.
Well, I'm just trying to think. It wasn't. To me, it doesn't feel like that many times.
Yeah.
But maybe it was more times than I'm
Trapped.
remembering. Oh yeah.
Man on Fire.
Well, yeah.
Taken. I don't know. It's in the title.
True. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was in an episode of The Practice where I was kidnapped.
Do you think you should only get to play kidnappers now that you're an adult to even the scales?
I'd play a kidnapper. I don't think that I should only, but yeah, I'd
This
give a
is
little
yes or
kidnapping
no?
a go. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You think you should only play kidnappers?
Not only. That's what I'm saying. Not only.
Yeah. So no.
So no.
Yeah.
Truth.
True. Do you ever have real fear that you'd be kidnapped as a child after all of these roles?
No.
That is the truth.
What about being swept away on a whimsical adventure with, it has a word here that I can't pronounce, but you would probably know how to pronounce it. And
Keep that in the video.
And,
Jesus.
An anthropomorphized cat. Do you even know what that means?
Anthropomorphized.
Oh God.
Right?
Screw you. Okay, so that's the question.
Go back. I missed that one.
What about being swept away on a whimsical adventure with
Say the cat in the hat. Just say the cat in the hat.
with an anthropomorphized cat?
Still no. Did I get sick of it? What is the question?
It just says, what about being swept away? So basically, did you have a fear of being swept away?
No fear.
No.
She's telling the truth.
You starred in The Secret Life of Bees with this woman.
Yes, Jennifer.
Has she invited you on her talk show yet?
She has not.
That is the truth.
But be real. Have you practiced what moves you would do in her spirit tunnel?
I am terrified of the spirit tunnel. I am scared to be in the spirit tunnel. So no, I have not practiced the moves of the spirit tunnel.
Do you feel a little bad that her employees have to invent a new song and dance every day for their guests?
I don't. No.
You don't feel bad?
No, they like it.
What is
She's telling the truth.
Clearly, they love it.
Okay,
They love it.
Okay. You're probably the only person to give an acceptance speech while being hoisted by the armpits by Orlando Bloom.
Yes. There we are. I mean,
You thanked some really funny people in that speech.
everyone in the history
of the world, you
Yeah.
thanked in that speech.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to lift him now that you're both adults?
No.
She's telling the truth.
How often are you faking that you remember people in the industry from when you were a kid?
Less often than one
Yes
might think.
or no?
Elle. Less often than you might think.
Yeah, I guess that's not really a yes or no question. How often are you faking that you remember people in the industry from when you were a kid?
Less often than you think.
Okay, so
You can say
The truth?
You can tell if I'm telling the
I
truth.
wasn't detecting any deception.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't have
Less
to be
often
yes
than
or
you would
no.
think.
Only.
Okay. Do people still say to you, I remember you when you were this big?
Yes.
Tell the truth. Is that annoying?
Sometimes, yes.
That is the truth.
That's universal, you know. I think everybody gets annoyed by
Okay.
that sometimes.
If mom was here and knew that you were strapped to a lie detector, what do you think she would ask you? Do you have any tattoos? I mean, she knows you
have
don't.
any tattoos.
I know.
Probably just question me in general. I can't
know,
think of
on
anything
what?
specific.
I know, I can't really either. Have you ever lied to me? You'd be like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Probably.
Yeah. She'd be like, oh my God. Okay, that's the end.
Oh!
Did you lie at any point during this interview and we didn't catch you?
No, I actually didn't.
You did lie once. where we caught you.
I didn't mean to.
What? Was there any question you were afraid I was going to ask?
No.
Okay.
Done?
Done. All right. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Elle, I'm going to ask you a few questions to calibrate the lie detector.
Okay.
Is your full name Mary Elle Fanning?
Yes.
Is the person sitting across from you your big sister?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Are we good to go, Stephanie?
The machine has been calibrated.
Okay, here we go. You auditioned to be on Friends and didn't get the part, but I did.
It was different parts.
Okay?
Yeah.
You then refused to watch it. Have you still not watched Friends out of spite?
No, I watched Friends now.
Okay.
Inconclusive.
What? I've seen all. I've seen
What
every
about
episode.
have you seen the episode that I'm on?
Yes.
Oh,
It's towards the end.
Stephanie?
Actually, it looks like she's telling the truth.
Okay.
My heart's beating so fast.
Do you ever not watch my projects because you wish you were in them?
No.
That is the truth.
So you've seen everything I've been in.
No.
Believe that. Can you name this film?
Yes. Dreamer.
Stephanie?
It looks like she's telling the truth.
Yeah. I mean,
I know, I'm just doing my due diligence over here. Okay, you're playing young Effie Trinket in the upcoming Hunger Games prequel. Do you think Effie Trinket would approve of...
this look.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's telling the truth.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I think it's actually very Effie Trinket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Super cute. It's on those clogs. But
What's on the clocks?
I don't know. Sesame Street, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Inconclusive. Okay, Tom Cruise gifted me a Motorola Razr for my 11th birthday. Be honest, were you a little jealous?
No.
That is a lie.
Please. You weren't jealous that Tom Cruise gave it to me. You were jealous of the phone.
The phone, yeah.
You wanted the phone.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted the phone. I had no one to call on the phone. I just wanted the phone. You and I are both in a group chat dedicated to how hot this man is. And you once
Hottest
called
man
him...
I've ever seen in my life.
And you once...
Sex on legs, baby.
I can't even look. I can't even look at it.
It's like, hallelujah.
And you once called him the perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
Would you leave your boyfriend if Jack Black declared his love for you? Oh, that is taking a long time. Jesus.
No, I would not. No.
Stephanie?
The machine is picking up some deception.
Gus doesn't care.
No, by the way, when you met Jack at the Golden Globes.
Yes.
what did
Gus yelled to him and said, "You're her hall pass, by the way." So
Yeah, he's
knows.
aware.
He's aware. I mean, maybe Jack Black will watch this year. You never know.
Would you appear in the next Minecraft movie just to get closer to him?
Yeah.
She is telling the truth.
Do you think expensive adaptations of video games will save cinema?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that the truth? I don't know.
It looks like you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm not
either.
Sure. Maybe. If
Okay.
Jack Black's in them.
You've spent a lot of time around this person.
Yes.
The world needs to know, does he smell good?
Yes.
She is telling the truth.
Yeah.
What does he smell like?
He doesn't have like a strong odor, I would say. You've been
good.
around him too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to
You
tell
wouldn't be
you.
able to say
No.
like I don't know, fresh, clean. I'm picking up like New York bagel. I don't know. He eats a lot of bagels.
A warm, fresh New York bagel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Stephanie?
She's being truthful.
Okay. Did his very long nails freak you out at all on set?
Honestly, yes.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Did you give him any advice on how to keep them clean and shapely?
No, I hardly have nails myself. His nails were longer than mine on set.
Also the truth.
You once played my future granddaughter in Charlotte's Web. Would you say I have a lot in common with the average grandmother?
What? I don't even remember this. I don't even remember playing your granddaughter. Maybe I think the scene was cut.
But you filmed it.
Oh. Would you have a lot in common with the grandmother?
Would you say that I have a lot in common with the average grandmother?
No.
Truthful.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you think I give off any grandmother vibes in this photo?
No, I don't.
That is truthful.
Okay. Would you like to reveal on the record what was happening in this photo?
Okay, first of all, you were not looking at my butt in a disgusting way. You were like dancing and doing like a stank face, basically.
Yeah, I got
That's
caught
what
in a
you were
bad
doing.
moment,
You
for
got
sure.
caught in a bad moment.
Totally.
And we were in Miami at our friend's bachelorette party. And it was my birthday that night as well.
Yes.
Yes.
When was the last time you danced on a table?
Probably this. I'm not sure.
Will you dance on a table with me after this?
Right now?
No. At some point in the future, we'll
If
dance
life-
on a table
yes.
again.
Yes.
Truthful.
Okay. We both appeared on the talk show Ellen as kids. Do you think you were a better dancer than me?
Yes.
That is the truth.
Is it because I popped out my retainer when I was on the show as a 10-year-old?
No. Not the reason.
That was totally normal to me.
Yeah.
Have you rewatched any of these old Ellen interviews as an adult?
Yes.
Thoughts?
You had really messed up teeth.
I talk about my teeth a lot.
I
on
know,
talk
you had
shows.
headgear and all that. Sometimes it makes you emotional though, because you're like,
She is just getting emotional.
Sweetie.
I know. So sad.
I know, why is it so sad? I don't know, watching young...
Watching someone have headgear.
Well, no, not even that. Just like you talking when you were young. It's
Hey,
just sweet.
I hope there was someone out there that also had headgear and knew they weren't alone. Do you think you're better at press now than you were as a kid?
Yes.
Truthful.
You were good at little too. You were very cute.
It stressed me out.
We're both obsessed with the TV show The Simple Life. Do you think we're deserving of our own madcap reality show?
I think we are deserving. Yes.
Me too.
She is being truthful.
Yes.
Will we ever do it?
No.
No. But if we did, what would be the premise? A day in the life.
A day in the
Please.
life. I mean, every day. Just,
One dinner.
yeah, one dinner.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Okay. In The Simple Life, Paris and Nicole try out lots of different jobs. Do you think I could make it in this job market if I quit acting? No, in this job market as a, like...
A lie detector as Stephanie?
Elle. Like the global job market.
Yes. Yes.
Stephanie,
She's being honest.
will you suggest you on the other hand? Jesus.
I'm fine with that. I
Yeah,
accept
no.
my strengths.
Totally. Will you suggest a backup career for me?
Lawyer. Everyone in the family says that.
We've been through this. Do you think you could make it in the job market if you quit acting?
Yes.
Yes.
Truthful.
What would you do?
Well, I don't know. What do you think I would do? What do you think I would do?
I don't know. I'm not in a bad way. I just
know.
never pictured you doing anything else. Something
I know, me
creative.
either. I mean, I know creative.
artist
but
or-
if you say that, it's like, it's kind of the similar thing in a way. I always thought I would make miniatures. I would make dollhouses.
Yeah, you would do something kind of
Like
kooky.
Hereditary.
Something specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Niche.
Mm-hmm.
Make miniatures.
Yeah, make miniatures. Lawyer. My daughter is a lawyer and makes miniatures.
Well, if Mom was here and knew you were strapped to a lie detector, what do you think she would ask you? It's really hard.
It's really hard.
It would definitely be, have you ever lied to me?
And we would say yes.
We would say obviously yes.
And Stephanie would say yes. Have we ever lied to our mom?
I mean,
Yes,
who hasn't?
I know.
Did you lie at any point during this interview and we didn't catch you?
No.
Stephanie?
She's being truthful.
Yeah. Was there any question you were afraid I was going to ask?
No. You know everything.
That was not truthful.
Right at the end. Right at the
Big
end.
liar right at the end. Save the best for last.